We know the Vivas. Wanda Don, Michael Carrasco, a.k.a. Mr. Golden. Let's vibe.
Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vibras podcast. Do you know the Vibras? Because we know the Vibras. This is your host, Michael Carrasco, a.k.a. Mr. Golden. And as always, I'm with my boy, Juan the Don.
What's up? Yes,
Happy
New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve.
to everybody. Yeah. So today's talk is going to be around New Year's, talking about our goals, and do a little recap of what our year has been.
2021.
2021. Crazy year once again. Yeah, but as always, let's get it started with the quote of the day. Juan the Don got us today. What you got for us, brother?
So today's quote comes from I feel like he's the most, I think he'd say he's the most famous figure, I'd say, in my opinion, Martin Luther King. He's one of the most well-known figures and respected figures of all time. And the quote says, "You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step."
Amen to that.
So, a lot of people tend to delay the first step, due to, things, for example, like pandemics, people are starting to use things like that as an excuse to not take that first step. But I think it's important, to always, the first step is the hardest step, I'd say. It is. So once you clear that, then, everything's going to be easier, and, I feel like everything's going to open up for you. So, you agree with me with that, where, the first step would be an essential thing, and I say anything in life, honestly.
Yeah, that first step is like that leap of faith. Like, you don't know, you always hear me saying this, you don't know you don't like something until you try it. It's like you don't know how something's going to turn out until you try doing it.
Right.
Either. So I feel like the first step, always super important, is something I feel like is essential for you to survive, to be successful. Just letting go of the fear of failure and you just go ahead and do it. I feel like that's my motto right there.
For sure.
That's my life motto.
Before we get into this, we gotta let the people know we're drinking. So This is Mama Juana. My fellow Dominicans, Hispanics know what it is. It's simply rum, wine, honey. It's aged, I'd say, sort of
mixing some roots
and some roots and certain herbs and leaves. So
yes, sir.
It's a Dominican specialty. It's powerful. Some may say it's good for cover your ears or your kids' ears, but sexual would be the term.
Arousal. Sexual arousal.
It's a sexual enhancement.
It's like a Viagra.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, low key.
Yeah, it's a natural.
Not that we're drinking this for any reason, but hey.
No, honestly, I feel it's like it depends on the mood that you're in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like if you're in a chilling mood, it's just gonna enhance your chillness, your calmness. If you're on a party mood, you're gonna be up there. To some sense, this kind of like, I would say like acid. But we alcohol.
Yeah. You know what you could kind of classify it as, honestly? Dominican moonshine, I'd say. Well, the same idea, but not the same process.
Yeah.
Because it's a special drink to Dominicans, know.
Yeah, and so you guys know, if you're sick, take a shot of the Mama Juana, clear that joint up. If you have allergies, take a shot. All your nostrils will be cleaned up, boy.
For my fellas, before you go to Pound Town, whatever you guys call it, just drink a little bit of this and thank me later. I mean, it's hard. Well, it's not found made. You gotta do the process yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, you show patience. It kind of makes you feel like you are a
distiller,
like
moonshiner,
right? But let us know what you guys are drinking today. Let us know what you guys are drinking, for New Year's.
Let us know how you finna get lit.
If you're gonna get lit, let's talk about that, man. This New Year's is gonna be a little odd. I feel like a lot of people are sick, man.
Yo, no, facts.
The Omarion virus. They said Omarion. The new Omarion.
Omarion. It sounds like a
Omicron, yeah.
It sounds like a Transformer name for real.
But yeah, man, everybody's sick, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're talking about it's like the symptoms feel like you just have a flu or like a regular cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, a lot of people are sick. Like at my job, there's a couple of people sick, so we've been short staffed like this whole week, pretty much. But I'm praying for everybody. If you're going to go out, make sure. I'm gonna say it. I know some of us are hard headed. Just get vaccinated. Helps everybody out, and hopefully, as soon as everybody gets vaccinated, hopefully we can go back to the BS that we used to be on.
I would. All right. So let's not be as biased. I'd say that no matter your views on vaccines, on the pandemic, or anything, or YouTube, you can't say vaccines. I think we messed up already because they censor your videos for some reason. But yeah. So whatever your views are on the whole pandemic in general, just be smart, be safe.
100%.
Just be smart, with what you do, clean your hands and stuff like that. Well, there goes that.
There it goes.
Damn.
The new year's too lit.
Commercial break. And we're back. We had to fix this thing.
Yeah, the new year too lit. Too lit already.
Yeah, the new year coming in hot, man. But yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, no matter your point of view or anything on that, just be smart and just be safe.
Yeah,
that's all I
say. I'm all for it, but I respect everybody's point of view, and I understand why certain people don't want to get the vaccine. Completely understandable. Just like my man said, just be safe out there. Make sure that you taking the precautions. That way you don't get sick yourself. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it.
Right. Yeah, man. So with the with New Year's and a lot of holidays, a lot of people tend to go out a lot. I'd say just be smart who you're around, and you don't know who's sick, who's not. So
you don't know where people been either.
So just be smart about everything. I'm not saying don't be outside, because I'll be outside and stuff like that. Just be smart. That's it. But let's get off of our TED Talk. Let's get into this. What do you want to start off?
Yes, sir. Let's start with a recap, man.
Recap, cool.
How was your year so far?
So far we at the end.
I mean, yeah.
Damn, what I'm on my hitting already.
No, but how was your year, man? Talk about that. How was your year? Let us know what your goals were coming into 2021, and did you accomplish those goals?
Yeah. So going into the year, coming off of the pandemic, I just asked God, for health, health for me and my family and my friends. I asked for success and whatever I had planned to do.
Right.
And just to be able to do something that keeps me motivated to keep going and be on the right track, and don't be one of the other guys that just are not doing nothing with their life.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm thankful that God did present to me the podcast, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd say in the new year I was never thought of podcasting. Like in January didn't even,
right,
that wasn't even in my ideas or anything.
What do you think got you into, gave you the idea of like, because you hit me up, you were like, yo, you trying to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Tell me, like, what was it that really like?
So I've been in I think I've said it in the past, but I've been in a lot of, Dominican group chats from like Twitter. And this was before Spaces, because now with Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse, everything's easier, and that motivates people to do podcasting, which is good, because a lot of people I feel like are wasting good conversations when I feel like people can learn from your conversations, get entertainment from your conversations. But yeah, way before that, so in Dominican I had, like I said, a group chat. Shout out to Greg, Nelly, and Radiel. Shout out to them. So we were talking one night. I was just like, yo, I've been trying to do a podcast. Actually, before them, shout out to Matt Crazy Stone. Matt.
Yeah, my
shout
boy
out to
Matt.
Booby Matt. Shout out to Booby Matt. Me and Matt was supposed to have a podcast way back then.
Oh,
so I was lying. Right. So I did have podcasting before 2021. In my mind, but we just could never come to an agreement with like finding a space, and the whole setup and everything. Which I understand.
No, yeah. Like starting a podcast is fun, but it's also a commitment. Like,
right,
you got to figure out where you're gonna record it and make sure that's like what do you call it, like a consistent place where you're gonna be recording at, and a reliable place where you can go and record.
So that's where. So with Matt, we couldn't find anything, and I respect it. So then it was just talking one day, and it was actually the same day that I called you.
Right.
So I was talking to Greg, Nelly, and Javier, and we were talking about podcasting. The only problem is it was gonna be virtual because they're all over the place, North Carolina, Philly, Allentown, and I think Lancaster. So it's gonna be hard to do it. So we were talking like we were really convinced to start, but it got to nowhere. So I don't know why or what, but I called you or you called me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like one of those weird things. It was like a random conversation, and you just led to it.
No, I'm saying, did you call me or I called you that day?
I think I called you for something.
You called me for something. And more of the story, it just got to a point where we had a long conversation. I'm like, damn, bro, that could have been a podcast. And he was like, oh, yeah, I had a podcast, this and that. And then we started chopping it up about making a potential podcast, which is, the Vibras now. We came up with that name. We came up with everything, I'd say, that night, the concept and everything. So the rest is history. Enough of that. What about you?
Yeah, for me, like, I had a podcast back in the days. I was recording with one of my homeboys. Shout out to my boy Jordan Ray. So we had, but it wasn't like a podcast like this. It was more towards business. Like, we talked about business, how to stay motivated, stuff like that. And like, I guess with me being
the spot, boy.
With me being in school and him doing his thing, like, it was hard to get both of us at the same time, like, to record.
Right.
So we kind of like stopped, and I did like a couple of episodes where it was just myself, but I wasn't feeling it, like, just doing it by myself. Like,
it's hard to do it by yourself.
Yeah, right? and it just having another person perspectives and opinions and view really makes a podcast a podcast.
It makes it a podcast.
Yeah.
But it's like, to break down a podcast, it's simply just a conversation.
It's just that conversation. That's all it was.
And so I feel like I said, man, a lot of people can do podcasting, but maybe a lot of people don't want to do it.
Exactly.
It may seem easy because it is easy as a conversation, but there's a lot behind it.
It's a lot behind the scenes. It's not just sitting here and recording, look at the camera.
Right.
It's also making sure the lighting is right.
Yeah.
Investing on the right equipment.
Right.
Making sure the audio levels are set correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where this key point here, which is being able to take criticism, comes into 100%. Play, because it's taking criticism is very important. And throughout all 2020 while we've been doing this podcast, I really appreciate everyone who does give us criticism, does give us certain advice and pointers on what we need to
100%,
fix.
Yeah.
Like I always say, if you don't believe us, go to the first episode and
look
now,
at, bro, it's the
quality, and it's not even a year of doing it. We started in March.
Yeah.
So, that's something that's really important to take away, how dedicated we are with it. And it's, what actually made us do that is reaching people, bro. People
100%.
saying that they've been watching.
Yeah.
That really motivated us.
Yeah, so look, let's speak about that. You told me, when was it, today or wasn't yesterday?
Yesterday.
You were telling me that you had like your first my first
encounter
with the listener, bro.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
Shout out to Idris, my boy Idris. It's been a long time since I've seen him, bro. I'm telling you, long time. And yesterday I was in Popeyes, bro, and he was like in the back, but he seen me. He's like, yo, I see you doing your podcast, yo. I see you doing the podcast. Y'all speaking some real shit, this and that. I fuck with it. He was like, you know the Vibras, because we know. He said everything. I'm like, yo, like, that's fire, bro. Like, wow,
100%, bro.
Like, knowing that people are actually fucking with us, because early on, I feel like in the city, nobody was really like there were some people not showing us love.
Like, no, 100%.
Like sharing, and we're gonna get to that. But yeah, man, it was great, man. Not that we're saying like that's like the fame or whatever, but that's not really fame. What I mean. But just getting recognized for delivering a good message, hit me. And I'm telling you, the whole way I'm like, wow. Like the whole way home, like I'm like, wow. Like that pushed me, man.
Yeah, it's like that type of thing where you kind of like think about it, but then when it actually happens, you're like, That actually really happened.
Yeah, cause a lot of like family friends, like the barbers that we know, like everybody be like, "Yo, we fuck with what y'all doing. Like y'all need to do it in Spanish." But even though they don't understand it, they still showing love, which is great.
Every time I go get my haircut, like they over there. Oh yeah, I saw you always talking about this and that.
Yeah,
I was like,
soon when God is, when God willing and whenever God thinks the time is right, when we do have people on and we find a nice space, it's gonna just expand us even more. And 100%. Those people that are showing love, we can have you guys come on and debate with us, to make everything fun, man.
No, 100%.
But have you had an encounter or not yet?
Not yet, man. I feel like out here in
out
here in Delaware, I'm in the cut, bro. Like I don't really know a lot of people. Like people that I meet at work, I'm like, hey, yo, I got a podcast.
Right.
Hit it up, man.
So let's talk about the growth though, man. Like,
the growth has been crazy.
So when we first started, we still had the Osmos, but we're not using them. We had the Osmos.
I think I have one.
So we had them. If you go and watch the first episode, like our first season, we had them attached like with a zip tie
to the
and people were just saying
it was a ghetto construction, all right?
Yeah. But we made it work, and that's what showed us, like, wow, like the vision and the ability to make things happen with nothing is great,
And that goes back to the quote. You just taking that first step. It doesn't matter if you have the fanciest, nicest equipment.
Right.
You just start with what you got.
Start with what you got, man. That's a fact.
I see there's people, when I first started, I started with recording with my phone, just doing the voice memos.
Right.
Then, one of my roommates had a mic. I was like, because he did streaming, but I don't know why he stopped. Mm-hmm. But I was like, yo, let me borrow your mic. I'm going to do a podcast. It was like, all right, cool. So that's how I did it.
Leo, right?
No, that's my boy Hootie.
Oh, shout out to Hootie.
Shout out to my boy Hootie.
We shout out everybody. This is the last episode.
Shout out to my man's Leo. He's finally on. What's that team? I got to look it up.
Never Lacking.
Yeah, he's on the Never Lacking gaming team. Shout out to my man Leo.
Yeah, shout out to Leo.
Making us proud. Putting the Dominican flag somewhere.
But that's good to see a lot of content creators, man, everywhere.
Yeah.
Man. And podcasting, like I've always said, man. Because you would hear a lot of people in the music industry saying that the music industry is cold. Like, a lot of people don't show each other love.
Exactly.
But man, the podcast community is filled with love.
100%.
A lot of everybody is doing well. At least the people we've met. Show a lot of love. We share ideas. We collab. Just shout out all the podcasters.
Yeah, shout out to my boys, the Never Famous podcast. Out in Philly, we were out there the other day.
And Audi and Ron. Ron is Ronadon and Wanadon. So next time we collab, hopefully we have them whenever we get our space. We're gonna have them come on, and me and Ron are gonna do something to figure out who gets the Don, who keeps the
title. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Quest and Friends. Shout out to 2Qs in the Pod.
The Qs in the Pod.
I keep chilling. Shout out to Quest, Coochie. Shout out to
Vince.
Shout out to Chico.
Shout out to my boy. My boy Chico be killing it on Instagram, boy.
Shout out to ya la estoy fallando.
Los, my boy Los.
Shout out to Los. So we've only been vibing with 3 podcasts, but we're open to vibe with more.
Shout out to my boy Fabian too.
Shout out to Fabian. Oye mi gente, he was an inspiration to us to do the thing on the boardwalk, and we're gonna continue to do those here in the upcoming year. So shout out to our small group of content creators. They're full of good people. Go subscribe to their stuff too.
Yeah. In 2022, I feel like it's gonna be filled with a lot of more content creators, not just podcaster or YouTubers. We want to get out there, start doing collabs with different people,
right.
Music artists, videographers,
facts.
Clothing brands, all that stuff, bro.
Right.
We're up for it.
Right. I agree. So with the new year, with the year coming to an end, get ready for the infamous New Year, New Me.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people. What's your take on that? Do you think people, what's your view on the New Year, New Me saying?
Man, if you're not gonna be about it, don't say it. That's my view on it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a new person coming up next year." 6 months into the year, you're still doing the same shit you were doing last year. So if you're not gonna be about it, don't even think about saying it. That's where I'm at. If you're gonna say,
if it's not realistic,
yeah, exactly.
Right. But yeah, like I feel like the problem with that is a lot of people tend to create bad habits throughout the year, and that's something I do want to say for the upcoming year. I think it's very important. If you do want to make a change in the beginning of the year, don't create bad habits.
Start doing what you want to accomplish in the new year. Start doing it from the first. Start it on the first.
Right.
I don't care if you're hungover. Go ahead and do it. Dug it out.
Yeah, and man, the gyms, I feel like gyms salivate on New Year's because
all
these people start to...
I'm going to be one of them, bro.
Wow.
Nah, that's one of my New Year resolution, man. I got to get back to my healthy ways. Like, you know me back in the days, I was in the gym like damn near every day, sometimes twice a day. I lost my way, man. I started getting the beer gut.
Right.
So
I was going to the gym a lot, but after my accident, I stopped because I haven't had a way to get there. But
right.
You know what? So talking about the accident, I do want to say something. Any surprises or anything that like shifted your like they changed your perspective of anything or anything throughout the year? Because I do have something with the accident that did change my perspective.
Yo, for me, I mean, I can't really talk about it too much, like really go in depth.
Yeah.
But it's like more of a personal thing that happened. Like it really opened my eye that I needed to change certain things in my life.
For sure.
So yeah, there were definitely surprises.
Word.
Yeah.
Let us know as well any surprises to you guys. I'd say so. Mine was with the accident. Until you get into an accident, well, at least with me, I felt like I was invincible. In the sense where I'm like, damn, you see accidents all the time on TV, on your social medias.
Or when you're driving by,
you drive by, but you don't expect yourself to get into those things.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I was saying, like the one time I was just casually going to work and the road was slick and I just hydroplaned. Like there was nothing I could do. Well, if the guy in front of me never, like get swerved, and I didn't have to hit my brakes, I potentially could have avoided that.
Exactly.
But there's people on the road, so like that's one thing. So just be aware of your surroundings, even in like bad weather. We sound like parents, but even in bad weather, just be cautious. Don't think you're a racer.
Yeah.
But I was late to work. That was another thing too.
This is my thing, especially driving. Just because you are a good driver, don't expect everybody else to be a good driver.
Facts.
Like, stay alert 100% of the time. I know sometimes we hear a little zun, 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 phone vibrating, but, it can wait, bro.
Yeah.
It can wait.
See, that's a tough thing, man. Because, a lot of people get on the phone while they're driving to change music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say I don't do it. I do.
I feel like everybody do it, not being conscious that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things, a habit.
Right. And that's something like so all of this is making sense like for the new year, like break bad habits.
Break bad habits, yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like so with the accident, like I was saying, like it taught me like to know that those things are real. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's real, like stuff like that happens, and it just taught me to be more like cautious in bad weather situations, I'd say.
Yeah. 100%.
Not that I wasn't cautious, but just like don't be so close to a car that, if they break or something, you can't avoid it. You feel me? And that's what I learned. Now drive with more caution, which is good. So I don't know, maybe God was helping me for, the future to prevent something bigger to happen.
No,
you know what I mean? But
everything happens for a reason. That's the way I see it.
Facts. So yeah, like what do you think about that though? Don't create bad habits. Like early in the year.
It's crucial.
Right.
Let's say, like for me, one of my resolutions is start waking up early every single day, whether I'm off or I'm working. And I feel like starting early, generating that habit, creating that habit.
Yeah.
Like, it takes 21 days to create a habit. So
really?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
21 days. Yeah. Yeah. Look it up.
How did I explain that?
So it's like it's a psychology thing, right?
Psychological.
It's psychology. It's a mental thing, whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, but in all seriousness,
yeah.
the way your brain works when you do something repeatedly, it becomes second nature. Like, try doing this. Like, try taking a shower every time you get home from work. Try it for like 2 weeks. That third week, it's gonna start like
it's a routine.
It starts becoming a routine.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why. Like after that second week,
I'm just trying to figure out where they got them days from, but
no, I don't know how exactly they got the days, but all I know is it takes like 21 days to create a habit.
Never knew that, man.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, and it's cool. Yeah, so like the first 21 days of the year, start creating those good habits that you want to retain throughout the year. And I feel like that's going to help a lot of people accomplish their goals, be exactly where they at.
I agree.
Amen to that. Salud.
One thing I do want to say, I don't know how people will take this, but don't be afraid to leave people behind in 2021.
Ooh.
Leave back the toxic people, leave back the people with constant negative energy, leave people back that, don't support you. Even though there's some people that they call careta, some people wear a mask, like, when they're around you, but when they're away from you, they act different, and they talk bad about you. Mm-hmm. So listen to what people say to you about certain people, because sometimes it's true, even though you're like, oh, nah, they just trying to get me to not talk to so-and-so.
No,
sometimes it's true. Yeah. Maybe they heard something, you know what I mean? But yeah, like don't be afraid to leave, people in 2021. That way you can go into the new year fresh. Like find people that are actually gonna be good for you. I feel like we hit this a lot, like, and it's something that until you apply it, you're gonna see like. Oh,
but it's true, bro. Like having the right people around you is gonna elevate you to a level where you've never been before.
Having the right people around you sometimes even helps you to, find that higher version of yourself that you never thought you could reach. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like some of those people see things that you don't see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they help you with certain things, little habits and stuff that you do have to remove. So leave those people back in 2021. I'm not saying leave all your friends.
No,
and I'm not saying everybody's friends. I'm not saying everybody's friends are bad.
Yeah, like if you have, if you have la tóxica y el tóxico, weighing you down, man. 2022, brand new you. Use it that way.
Damn.
Leave that toxica behind you. Leave that toxico behind you.
Well, you said 2020. That's like a riddle. 2022. Leave that what?
Brand new you. Yo, we gonna hashtag that, bro.
Nah, that's gonna be the title. 2022. Leave
brand new you. 2022. Leave that toxica y el tóxico behind you. Yeah.
But yeah, man. No. Yeah. So, like, I just feel like people don't know how to say no, or don't know how to, like put a stop to something.
I feel like I was one of those people, bro. I feel like I let a lot of people like influence me to do things that I knew I shouldn't be doing, but I did them anyways. And it took me a while to realize it. Now,
I'd say I'm the same way, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I agree. Like, I feel like if I'm like the person that doesn't negotiate. Like, if the mechanic tells me a price, I'm like, all right. Like, even though I know it's a lot, like, I'm just like, I don't know why I need to stop doing that. I need to start, being able to say no, and, being able to be like, nah, you need to make this lower, or nah, like, I'm not going, or like, I'd say no in some instances where I don't go out and stuff like that, but
right,
with people I don't know, I feel like, or people that I feel like are trying to help me, I don't know how to say no, even though they might not be trying to help you. You feel me?
No, I feel it. Yeah. Like I said, I get it. I was one of those people. Like, back in college, I had. If you see my friend group like now compared to what it was, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like I can count all the people that I talk to on a regular basis in one hand. That's how it is. And I feel like it put me more at peace. I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace with the things that I'm doing. I'm actually proud of myself for the things that I'm doing. Well, back in the days, I did hit a rough patch, and I want to talk about it because, the only way that you're going to be able to improve yourself and overcome something is to admit it.
Admit it?
Yeah. It's for you to realize that it is a problem. Like,
admit that you're wrong.
Yeah.
When you're wrong, don't be afraid to admit that you're wrong. Because sometimes when you admit that you're wrong, it actually works out better because they might be wrong too, and you guys just come to an agreement. Like, you feel me? Like, but like that, like I feel like with what you're saying, I feel like a lot of people are too prideful, and
ego plays a big role in it.
Right, ego, and people. I feel like they don't know how to put their pride aside in certain situations, and people just
macho man,
chest up, you know what I mean? But you're not. Just know that there's always gonna be someone. How can I say this that doesn't sound bad? There's always gonna be someone not better than you, but someone with more, knowledge of something,
more knowledge than you,
or someone that can help you. But in situations when you're prideful, you don't allow that to come into your life.
Exactly. You kind of start blocking people that are actually trying to do good for you out.
Right.
Yeah. It is 100% true, man. You couldn't say any better.
So, are you gonna do anything for New Year's today?
No. The girl have some friends coming and stuff, so we're just gonna chill. I'm off all weekend, so yeah. So I can actually live it up first. Actually, this is my first whole weekend off in a year.
That's lit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything yet. I mean, I don't have anything planned yet. But I want to bring up something that I feel like. So when people think of New Year's, they think of New York City. The ball drop, and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So this year, I was looking at some news, and it says the ball drop has been affected. You know how it used to be, a mass event. They said it used to be approximately 58,000, and this.
Oh, like right where the ball drop is.
Yeah, 58,000, and now they only limited it to 15,000.
Yeah, and last year, they weren't letting people in. It was used first responders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I speaking of that, I heard that as well. For you to be able to go, you have to show proof of vaccination.
Yeah.
As well.
There's a lot of people doing fake vaccination cards, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, people are wild.
Hey, you got to make your money one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Huh? It's 2021, almost 2022. People getting creative. No, but yeah, that's one. And although you show proof of vaccination, I think you have to wear a mask to be. Yeah. Which is crazy, man. This used to be, right where the ball is, 58,000 people, and then you had other millions walking around Times Square just partying it up. Yeah, man.
So I was on Twitter, man, and Twitter, I'll tell you, Twitter is the best app. If you don't have Twitter, get on Twitter. Man, it just makes your day. So the CDC, Twitter is referring to the CDC now as clearly don't care because it went from 14 to 10 to 5 days now quarantine.
Yeah.
So people on Twitter are going crazy. They're saying CDC just like they letting you if you want to die. They don't care. Yeah, but Twitter's wilding, man.
Yo,
if you're on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. If you know,
Twitter be crazy. I feel like sometimes Twitter can be a toxic place.
It's toxic, man. Yeah. It's toxic, bro. It's very toxic, man. But I love it.
Yeah, I hope in there once in a while you to see the dumb shit people be posting and stuff.
But yeah, so I'm gonna say something real impactful. But before I do you have any New Year's Eve, New Year's traditions, or when you growing up, anything with your family that you used to do?
I mean, apart from that New Year's. Dominican New Year's Eve party where you got that second lechon.
Oh yeah, damn, facts.
Yeah, yo, bro, 2 whole pieces, bro. Yeah. So that just honestly it was just being around family and grapes. We're talking about it. Grapes was you have everybody brings a whole 2 bags of grapes. So I was eating grapes all throughout and. The sidra, the sparkling. What was it?
No, not sparkling wine.
It's like champagne but without alcohol. So that was always on deck for the youngins. Parents always had the actual real stuff, the bubbly. Yeah, I mean, other than the grapes, that was the biggest tradition. Always having grapes at the table.
Right. No. I feel like I have similar things. Dominicans are. I feel like all Dominican families are real similar.
Yeah.
But so I want to say something. I don't know how I'm gonna word this, but I'm gonna say it.
Yo, just let it come out, bro.
It's gonna come out. So hold up, pause. I don't know if that's a pause, but I know some people, be saying shit. But
time out.
Oh yeah. So on your birthday and on New Year's Eve. All right, let me go back. On your birthday and on New Year's, you know that you always tend to get messages from people that you didn't talk to the whole year.
That's true. That is very true.
I feel like those people, like, what is the reasoning behind that? Like, why are people, like, if they don't talk to you the whole year, what is the point of, sending you a message? All right, I appreciate some of them, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't get no messages at all. And those messages, like, get to you. Like, but I feel like some people, they just want, like, attention, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like some people try to show that they care. I feel like that's the reason.
I feel like they don't mean it, though. Some people don't mean it.
Some people used to show that they have people to say Happy New Year's to. But guess what? Ain't nobody that I don't want gonna hit me up because I changed my number.
Nah, that's crazy, yo. But one thing, I seen something like there was a post, I think it was on Twitter as well. Shout out to Twitter, like I said.
This man lives on Twitter.
No. It was like a thing. There was like, you know how you get a lot of Happy Merry Christmas or whatever, Feliz Navidad text.
Yeah.
Someone was like, I'm gonna say one thank you and it's for everybody, and it was like, so they don't, because you feel like you're saying it the whole day. Thank you. Hey, same to you.
It's like on your birthday.
Birthday and New Year's, it's all the same thing.
Yo, on Facebook, bro, on my birthday, damn, bro. I always forget how much
that shit does get crazy on Facebook.
I always forget how much family I have, bro. I got like cousins that I haven't talked to since I was like 10 years old, aunts, second cousins, all of them, bro. I'm like, damn, I forgot we were family.
No. But so those that do show genuine love, I appreciate you. But
yeah, 100%.
You kind of know who is not really showing you the real love. Another thing I wanted to say, and this is like bringing you back to like school, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you can relate. I know you can, because I feel like we all been through this stage. So with New Year's, in the new year, when you go back to school, it's always going to be an adjustment, putting the new date, like the new year date on your paper.
Yo, facts.
How long do you think it takes for you to...
21 days.
Okay. Let's make it 22 days now for the new year. Yeah. But yeah, like that's always been a problem. I feel like I always write the past year.
Like, it's like the whole first month.
The first month. Yeah.
Yo, does that happen to you with months as well? Like when it's a new month, like you accidentally put like the wrong...
Nah, not months, but definitely the new year.
The new year, yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, I just wanted to bring back some nostalgia. We say that shit wrong.
Yeah, that was... No, it is facts though, man. We'll be struggling out there.
And you just, you feel like the vibes are positive. Like, how come, bro? Like, that's really crazy to think about. On your birthday and on New Year's too as well. The day before, you could be having the worst day, and when that clock hit 12, it's like
bam,
you're a whole
everybody
new person,
happy.
bro. Everybody happy.
Where the henny at?
It's like you was born again. You feel me? Like,
yeah, you a whole new man. You out there, yo. Where the henny at? I'm happy now. New year.
Pa'l fondo.
Pa arriba, para abajo, para el centro, y pa adentro, bro.
Yeah,
no.
No. But yeah, like have you ever felt that? Like,
yo, yeah.
It's like a weird aura. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. I mean, you guys know.
Yeah, I had I've been through some shit in my life. Yeah, I had that lonely New Year's Day too. Yeah, New Year's Eve. Then at midnight, you're like, man, half of this motherfucker single anyways.
Right.
No, but yeah, no, I feel that it does happen. It's like you feed off everybody else's energy, and you just get happy and you start drinking, so you get more happier. So yeah.
Right. Before we get into what we want to expect for the new year, I wanted to say one last thing with 2021 and also moving on to the new year. I feel like it's essential and important to not be afraid of rejection and the unknown.
Amen to that.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you take risk and, you're probably going to get rejected in certain situations. It could be potential jobs, friends, potential life partners, anything. But that rejection should push you.
Yo, that's just another lesson to be learned, bro. Failure, you see as a lesson. You see as like a boost. You know, all right, you fail. All right, what you have to do next? Figure out why you fail, and then make sure that doesn't happen again.
What was that quote I said about failure? It was like, I'd rather have failure than success, right, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, failure is bad, but it's good.
It's good, yeah.
Because it teaches you the lesson, to not do that again, or
every hour you take is a lesson.
Facts. But yeah, man. So 2022.
Yes, sir. See that with it.
What are your plans? Potential goals, resolutions. What do you want from this upcoming year?
2022. That's one thing that I've been saying that I'm gonna do, and I haven't been doing it, and that's something that I really want to do, and that is be more active on social media. That's definitely one of my goals. Second goal is lose some weight, get back to where I belong on the scale. And just push my businesses harder.
Yeah.
That's what I want to accomplish. Apart, I got some other personal goals like buying a house and buying an expensive whip. Yeah. But apart from that, man, I'm going into 2022 open-minded. Whatever happens. I'm gonna use that as if I fail doing something, I'm gonna use that as fuel as always. If something doesn't go my way, I'll find a way to make it go my way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. If I miss the shot, I'm just gonna shoot again until I make it.
Right.
That's the mindset that I'm going into 2022. It's gonna be. I already told the girl, I was like, listen, I'm gonna be a monster next year. Like, I'm going hard with everything that I do.
Hungry.
Yeah. How about you, man? Like, what are you expecting? What do you want to do? I want to know, what do you want to accomplish 2022? What's the thing that you're putting top priority into?
So I would say with the past couple of years, it's really hard to say I expect anything, because if you expect anything, you're in for a rude awakening, because these past years have been rough, and we didn't expect none of these things to happen.
Oh yeah, we didn't expect a whole pandemic to happen.
You feel me? And it's like it surprises you. But I would say I do have personal goals in mind.
What do you say is your biggest personal goal, man?
My biggest goal, honestly, like my biggest goal, I'd say, is for the podcast to continue to reach more people. To continue to entertain and motivate and inspire, the youth and, you guys that listen and watch us. I just, for the new year, I just hope that everyone that's supporting us is blessed with more health, success. Amen
to all of that,
a lot of, good things come to you in this new year, because, you guys are supporting us. So I really, I appreciate that a lot, from the bottom of my heart, for real. And I'd rather put you guys first, because we do this, but you guys are the ones that are supporting and consuming it. You know what I mean? If you guys don't do it, then we really are nobody, honestly.
Exactly, yeah.
But 1 viewer, 100 viewers, 1,000 viewers, I appreciate all of you, honestly. The one hits the same as 1,000, to be honest with you.
100%.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's one of my main goals, is to continue to keep working on the podcast and continue to find ways to push it. I love doing this, man. I love the challenges that come with it. I love meeting new people. Yeah, man, it's great. It's great. It's great that I'm doing this. But another goals that I would say I had set are to continue to find other ways to become happy. Find other ways to find happiness, not just with podcasting. I want to challenge myself to try new things.
Relationship.
Like I always said,
threw him a curveball right there.
If a relationship comes, I would gladly accept it. But what I'm saying is, it's not my main priority.
I got you.
You know what I mean? You got other things ahead. But if it does, then yeah, it happens. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of things that that I do want to accomplish. Potential careers that I may be able to find.
Mm-hmm.
become healthier, start creating better. I say eating habits because Dominicans have terrible eating habits.
Yo, we be eating fucking chicharrones at 3 a.m, bro. Like it's nothing.
yeah, it's bad, man. But yeah, like I want to get back in the gym too. Like I feel like
little
things, little things.
Yeah.
But the main goal, because I feel like the podcast is what I'm doing now. Like I just want the podcast to grow, man. Every subscription, like I'm telling you, like it hits me. Like every little message I get, you are a witness. Like I tell you everything. Like and I like.
Yo, this man will call me like he was like, "Yo, so and so said this, yo, bro."
Yeah, man, but it just fills me up, man. It makes me feel good, bro.
Yeah, no, it feels good, man. Like knowing that there's people all around the country, the planet,
the world, yeah.
Like listening to us, and like whoever thought we would meet.
What's that?
Quest and friends.
Oh yeah.
My boy Quest. Shout out to him again.
I can't remember, man. What was that one country, bro? That shit shocked me, man.
Yeah, it's like one of those small little European countries.
Shout out to our listeners, man, in Romania.
Romania, yes.
Shout out to y'all, man. Like, wow, like you feel me, like
Romania, Brazil.
Yeah, we got a lot, man. A lot of countries, France, UK, Brazil, like you said.
Yo,
Romania.
who do you know in France, bro?
Nobody,
you know anybody?
Bro.
I don't know anybody in France.
Oui.
Well,
oui, whatever that means. Thank you. Bon appetit, right?
Nah, bro. Bon appetit,
shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my brubs in the UK. Yeah, man. That those things push me, bro. Honestly, for now, the podcast is my main focus. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for careers.
Right.
But,
yeah.
You were. I wouldn't be mad if I become a full-time podcaster.
Yo, yeah. Honestly, that's one of my big goals is pushing where the podcast is like a full-time gig.
Because it's possible. I mean, it's possible. And like I said, a lot of people. We finally decided what fucking kind of podcast we are. I gotta say it because it's like. There's so many. You know how many people ask you like
say it with your chest.
Yeah, like I told you I think this is the right term. What do you guys classify as? I know people say motivational stuff like that, but I'd say lifestyle.
Yeah. I feel like definitely lifestyle because we used to talk about anything and everything.
Right.
And I feel lifestyle fits. Let us know what you guys think.
Let us know.
Do you think we're more of a lifestyle or more motivational? But I think. Let's do a poll. Let's try that poll thing with Spotify thing. So if you're listening on Spotify, we're going to do a poll. You should be able to see it like somewhere. I don't know where it's located.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think we're more of a lifestyle or more of a motivational podcast? Yeah. Let us know.
So shout out, like once again, shout out to Never Famous Podcast. Shout out to the guys. People were like, damn, that's another side of you guys that we've never seen. So
I feel like when we go to different because everybody has like their own vibe.
I agree.
Like it kind of like brings a different side of us. And it's cool though.
It's cool
though because people get to see that we're not just all about one thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was telling Ant from Never Famous Podcast, I'm like, bro, like, cause we was on the space and people were just like, a lot of people like him say they're like, man, it's crazy how like we don't know you guys, and when you come, it's like we're brothers. Like,
yo, big time.
I say like I'm real social, and like I'm the person that I hate silence. Like I find ways for everybody to interact, talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's un don that God gave us. You know what I mean? So.
Hence Juan the Don.
But yeah. So yeah, like, and people be like, "Oh, y'all different." Like that's not y'all, but it's like you gotta adapt, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But the thing is, even if we adapt, like when we adapt into like how another podcast like do their thing, like
the
how,
format,
their format.
There would be what the hell is
like the way they like record, the dynamics. Yeah. Like we're still giving you guys 100% of like us. Like it's genuine as hell. We're not trying to.
I don't know if you. I'm just giving it to you.
Bro. We're going.
Continue.
Going in, bro. But it's like genuine us. Like how we act. Like we act. I'm not gonna say that we kind of like put a different persona when we're on camera, but different situations we act differently. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
And I feel like that's why I like going to different podcasts. Just meeting different people and making those connections. Like
I agree.
I'm all for it. 2022. We definitely, like I said earlier, Definitely want to meet up with more podcast content creators. Bro, I'm down for all the collabs. You know, I'm with it. Hit us up if you want to, you know, chill with the viewers one day.
Facts. What time are we at, man?
You know, right now we're like at 54 minutes, and we're barely halfway, but
I think
54 minutes.
You want to keep going? I mean,
we can do. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like
so
just final words, man. Just final words.
Yeah. To close it out, man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, man. 2022, try to do things differently. Try to find things that you're passionate about. Try to surround yourself with the right people, and always stay chilling with your boys at the Vibras, as always.
Yeah, thank y'all for spending your New Year's Eve, New Year's with us. Whatever day you're watching this, we appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for getting lit with us every single episode that we put out. Thank you for the support. Man, just be out there and be great. That's all I gotta say. You got anything else, man? Final words for 2021?
Nah, man. I just want to say, like you said, in this new year, like I said earlier, I wish you guys nothing but success. You know, I wish you guys nothing but, happiness, health. I hope you guys, try new things and meet new people. Find, what you were missing in your life in 2021.
Right, yeah.
I just wish everyone a blessed, happy, new year, happy 2022. Hope everyone's staying safe out there.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, everyone continues to support us. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, from the bottom of my heart,
man.
But yeah, man, we should. Dan, can we put a countdown or we can't? We can't.
Yeah, we can. We can do it.
Like when you editing, can you put a from 10?
Hell yeah, we got.
All right, so we got a surprise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. How we do this? Damn, I messed up. Happy New Year's, guys. See you in 2022. See you in 2022.
Oh, man. You boy dated, man. He done messed up the drink. It got glitter all over it.
Yeah, hey. Happy 2022. Appreciate you guys for the continuous support. Damn.
My ears are ringing, bro.
Thanks. But yeah, damn, glitter. See you guys in 2022. We appreciate the continuous love. Stay safe, stay blessed. Subscribe, like our content, hit that notification bell.
Yep.
Damn, did I get inside? Hit that notification bell, share with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? And always, for the last time in 2021, remember to subscribe and let's vibe. Peace.